Good day, everyone. I am Stephanie Grace Pisiton. My groupmates are Dagohay Corabel, Veros Jessica, and Abaredo Shikaina Luisa. And our chosen Asian country is Japan, while our chosen Western country is Belgium. In this presentation, we are going to present you the cross-sectional differences of Belgium and Japan. The values of Japan is empathy and human relations. In Japanese mythology, the gods display human emotions, such as love and anger. In these stories, behavior that results in positive relations with others is rewarded, and empathy, identifying oneself with another, is highly valued. By contrast, those actions that are antisocial or that harm others are condemned. Hurtful behavior is punished in the midst by ostracizing the offender. Japanese children learn from their earliest days that human fulfillment comes from close association with others. Children learn early to recognize that they are part of an interdependent society, beginning in the family and later extending to larger groups such as neighbor, school, society, and workplace. Values of Belgium. For a small country, it has a lot of beautiful and historical cities, fine food, and rich culture. Tolerance and diplomacy are keywords of Belgium. Belgians tend to be tolerant, flexible, modest, and open-minded. They value privacy, enjoy a safe and comfortable life, work hard, and self-discipline. Belgians tend to be very involved in their communities and government. Family life is important in Belgian culture. Family members share almost every meal together. Broadly speaking, contact with neighbors is not as close as it might be imagined, even in the smaller villages. A Belgian is born with a brick in his stomach is a popular expression that reflects the desire among Belgians to build and own a brick home. In fact, more than 70% of Belgians live in a house or apartment they own.
So to continue with this discussion, I am here to share to you the beliefs of the both countries, which is Belgium and Japan. Belief of the Belgium. So the belief of the Belgium is Catholicism. So the government financially supports the Catholic and the Protestant churches as well as the Jewish and Muslim faiths. The Catholic Church controls an important network of schools with 70% of pupils in secondary education and 2 main universities. Religious beliefs and practice declined during the 20th century, but approximately 65% of Belgians believe in God. Many people who say they do not believe in God take part in religious rituals for major events such as baptisms, weddings, and funerals. Minority faiths include Muslims, Jews, and Protestants. So, in Japan, they have the Shintoism and Buddhism. Shintoism is Japan's indigenous spirituality. It is believed that every living thing in nature, examples, trees, rocks, flowers, and animals, or even sounds, contains kami or which they call the gods. Consequently, Shinto principles can be seen throughout Japanese culture, which nature and turning of the seasons are cherished. This is reflected in arts such as ikebana or the flower arranging or bonsai, Japanese garden design, and the annual celebration of sakura or what they called cherry blossom. Shinto only got its name when Buddhism came to Japan by the way of China, Tibet, Vietnam, and ultimately Korea. Buddhism arrived in the 6th century, establishing itself in Nara. In the essence of Shintoism, spirituality of this world and this life, whereas Buddhism concerned with the soul and the afterlife. This explained why for the Japanese the 2 religions exist so successfully together without contradiction. To celebrate a birth of marriage or to pray for a good harvest, the Japanese turn to Shintoism. Funerals, on the other hand, are usually Buddhist ceremonies.
Good day everyone, I am Jessica Veras and my topic for today is about the cross-cultural differences in terms of attitude. Our chosen country is Japan and Belgium. First, what is attitudes? Attitude is a feeling or way of thinking that affects a person's behavior. In Japan, they are politeness, kindness, hardworking, punctuality, and cleanliness. In Japan, you will find that most people are very honest and some of their core values are thinking others, respecting elders, and working as a group. While in Belgium, Belgian attitudes are tolerant, flexible, modest, open-minded, hardworking, and self-disciplined. For the most part, Japanese society is more formal and traditional. The Japanese are more likely to warm up to you if you show respect and humility. Unlike many Western cultures, where shaking hands is the norm when meeting someone for the first time in Japan, people bow to each other. The degree of the bow corresponds to the difference in social standing between the two individuals being introduced. The longer and deeper the bow, the greater the amount of respect will be shown by the one bowing. When meeting foreigners, some Japanese may offer to shake hands as an effort to ease any discomfort or misunderstandings. While in Belgium, greeting entail a degree of formality. A brief handshake is the common greeting among people who do not know each other. Once a relationship is developed, 3 kisses on the cheek may replace the handshake. This is more kissing of the air near the person's cheek. And those are the attitude of 2 different countries. Thank you.
Close cultural the difference in terms of Belgium and Japan. In Belgium culture, they value privacy, enjoy a safe and comfortable life, work hard, and are self-disciplined. Belgians tend to be very involved in their communities and government. They can be reserved around new people, but once they get to know someone, they are warm and friendly. Family life is very important within the Belgian culture. Japanese culture. Japanese culture is sometimes characterized as homogeneous, despite the fact that there are several parts of Japanese culture and society that are varied. Many people take pride in their birthplace and their geographical peculiarities that exist throughout Japan. Nonetheless, common themes found throughout Japanese culture include a sense of identity based on social groups and place of birth, a polite and humble communication style, a pragmatic approach to situations and challenges, and an appreciation for an enjoyment of artistic activities and forms of entertainment.